everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I have something amazing for you. Today I will be teaching you a 4-card prediction trick. In this trick you will not only be able to impress your audience, but also do it something impossible, and that is travel through time or know the future. We all know that scientists and other people in the world have been researching time for a long time, however currently have not been successful in traveling through time or somehow figuring out the future or past. However, in this card trick, using sleight of hand, we will be able to achieve this and know what the spectator selects and create an incredible effect. So here is the performance. So it's time for me to make a prediction. So this card will be my prediction, and I won't touch it the whole time, and you can look at that. But for now, let's get into the selection. So a card needs to be selected by the spectator, so please say stop.
Stop.
Okay, so you could have selected any card, and actually let's look at this card, the King of Spades. Now, the prediction has been there the whole time and I haven't touched it yet, and I won't be going close, but what I want to do is let me go through the cards and take out your selection plus the 2 cards that are sandwiching it. So now in total we have 1, the prediction, selection, and 2 random cards that were just sandwiching it. So let's take a look at these 4 cards. We have your selection, the King of Spades. A random card, the King of Hearts. Another random card sandwiching it, the King of Clubs. And before the trick even started, before the spectator made a selection, I made one prediction. And that was the King of Diamonds. And now we have 4 kings in total. And that was the performance for the card trick. And if you want to learn it, let's get right into the tutorial. So here's the tutorial for the card trick that you just saw. So there is a small setup, and before that obviously you need a deck of cards. So the small setup is you need a 4 of a kind. So in the performance, I use the kings. So you can use whatever 4 of a kind you want. Let's say you can use the aces, but I typically use the kings, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the trick. So let's look at the setup. You're going to need 2 of the kings on the top. So it doesn't matter which ones, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and the last one, it goes in the middle. Because the last one, the one that went in the middle, is going to be your prediction. So you have 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, and 1 somewhere in the middle. So what is the first step? So first, you're going to say you're going to make a prediction. You're going to explain to the spectator that it's a prediction effect. So you're going to flip it and show them the backs of the cards and go through the cards, and all that you're taking out as a prediction is that king. So you're looking for the king in the middle. So here's the king. You're out jogging it and taking it and putting face down. In this case, for the tutorial, we'll leave it face up. But in real performances, you would leave it face down and show it at the end and reveal. But here we'll leave it like this. Then the next step is to force a playing card. So for those of you who know a bit more magic or have watched other tutorials, then you may know how to force a playing card. And in the performance, I used a riffle force, which I believe is the easiest force. It's firm and you can't make a mistake with it unlike other more riskier forces. Typically in this effect, I would like to perform something like a slip force where they say stop and then you slip it down and you get the king. But I'm not going to teach that. I'm going to teach you a quick overview of the riffle force. So once you've made the prediction, as you're talking, explaining how they're going to make a selection, you're going to lift about half of the deck. You're going to peel off the top card, which is a king. And then you're going to place all of this on top while holding a pinky break. So you're just putting your pinky, the small part of your pinky there, and holding a pinky break. So I'm exaggerating it a bit, but they can't see it in the front, and you have a pinky break. Then from there, let me exaggerate it for the sake of the tutorial. So we have a big pinky break. And then they're going to say stop. So you're just going to riffle down like this. And they will say stop anywhere. So let's say they say stop here. The thing is, it doesn't matter where they say stop because it's not a like timed force. So let's say they say stop. You're going to bring your hand downwards. So hand downwards as if you're going to pick it up. But instead of picking up here, you're bringing your middle finger as if you're going to pick up. And then just pick up at the break. So you have the break. And then you have the place where they stop. You're just lifting it at the break. And they won't suspect anything. So you have this force card, a break. So we'll exaggerate it. Then they say stop. So they say stop. Then you tilt down and you pick up at the break. And that's all the force is. Then from there, what you're going to do is you have the right hand packet, the force card, and the rest of the deck, and the prediction. So you're going to take the right hand packet, place it down, and then you're going to show them the card. Or what you can do is just leave it face up. In any way you want this to happen. So you can use any pattern you want. I'm just giving you some ideas. In the performance, I showed it, and then I flipped it over, saying that I want to see it too. So all you're doing is taking it and explaining how it's their selection and leaving it face up out jogged on here on the first packet. And then all that you're doing is you have the next packet, the last packet, and putting it on top. What you have done in this process is you've actually sandwiched their selection between two kings. So if you explain how you're going to take out two random cards that are sandwiching it, they're actually the two kings. So I'll go over it one more time after I explain the whole trick, just so you can understand. So here's the overview. We have, as I said before, the setup, one king on the bottom. You have two kings on the top, and you have the prediction in the middle. So you're spreading through, you're looking for that king. So let's look for it right now. And we have, okay, here we have one king. And then you're going to place it down. Let's leave it face up. Then you're going to perform a force. So by the way, you can use any force that you know, but remember that the two kings are on top. So you would have to change it up depending on what force. So what I'm going to do is you're picking up half. You're taking your thumb. All that you're doing is peeling it off. Then as you place it down, you're going to get a pinky break. Let's exaggerate it so you can see it clearly. There's a break above the card. Then you're asking them to say stop. So let's say they say stop. And then you're simply picking up here. Then what you're doing is immediately you're placing this down. So I didn't explain why we're placing it down. The reason is there's a king. So what you're doing is you're actually placing their selection on top of a king. If you just turned over their card and left it like this, then that would mean you need another step to sandwich it. So all you do is simply place it down, take their selection and show that they selected the king of spades. And then you have the bottom king here, and you simply place that there. And the trick is over, so you can say, actually, why not take out some extra cards? So you say, let's take out the two cards sandwiching it, and this will be face down. And you say that you have 4 cards, and 2 random cards somehow are kings. And before the trick even started, you made the prediction of another king. And that was the 4-card prediction effect. And I hope you enjoyed that tutorial on this incredible prediction card trick. So that was the card trick. And I hope you really practice this card trick to get it smooth. As all magic, even if it's really simple, there are ways to make it smooth, nice, and really make your audience shocked and impressed. Now, make sure to hit that subscribe button down there and make sure to hit the notification bell so you can get all the notifications of my tutorials and my upcoming videos. And by the way, if you want to learn more visual card magic and learn a really cool color change, hit that video right up there and check out my channel to see all the videos I have so far. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.